Hello students, welcome to your WebSeek Academy English channel. Today, we will discuss the short story My Lost Dollar, which is a part of the first semester BSc English syllabus. This humorous piece is written by Stephen Leacock, a famous Canadian writer known for his wit, satire, and gentle humor. A note on the author. Stephen Leacock, 1869 to 1944, is a Canadian writer of short stories and essays. He was a professor of English at McGill University, Montreal. The prose form is his forte, as he wrote about the stuff of everyday life with humor and psychological insight. His stories, first published in magazines in Canada and the United States and later in novel form, became extremely popular around the world. My Lost Dollar Summary. Introduction. The story given below is an amusing one. The author informs the reader about $1 that his friend has borrowed from him and apparently forgotten to pay back. Despite several instances where the money could have been returned, the friend refuses to acknowledge or return the same. This prompts the author to realize that he too may have similarly borrowed $1 from someone and forgotten to pay them back. He concludes by asking the concerned person to speak out and ask him for their money back. Once, there was a man who found himself in a rather uncomfortable situation. It was all about a single dollar. A mere dollar, and yet it had become the source of a dilemma that he couldn't shake off. It all started quite innocently. The man had lent $1 to his friend some time ago, a simple enough thing. But as time passed, the dollar was never returned. And so, the dollar became a problem not because of the money itself, but because of the nagging feeling it left in the man's mind. It wasn't just the loss of the dollar that bothered him, it was the unspoken debt that had gone unresolved. The man had tried to forget about it. It was only $1, after all. But as he went about his days, the thought of that dollar would resurface, nagging him. He would wonder, should he mention it? Should he just let it go? The dollar seemed so small in the grand scheme of things, yet it was weighing on him heavily. Finally, the day came when he found himself face to face with his friend. His friend greeted him casually, unaware of the mental battle that had been raging in the man's mind for days. The man, who had been thinking about the dollar non-stop, now found himself in an awkward position. How could he bring it up? It felt wrong, even petty, to ask for such a small sum. He hesitated. Should he just say it outright? Or should he act as if nothing had happened? His mind raced with possibilities, but he couldn't bring himself to say the words. His friend, on the other hand, remained blissfully unaware of the tension that had been building up. As the conversation continued, the man tried to casually drop hints, but his friend simply carried on, uninterested in the mention of money. The man grew more and more uncomfortable. It wasn't just about the dollar anymore, it was about how to navigate this tricky situation without damaging the friendship. Finally, after much internal debate, the man decided that he would have to say something. But just as he was about to speak, his friend suddenly said, "Oh, by the way, I meant to give you that dollar back. I almost forgot about it." The man's heart sunk. His friend had completely forgotten. To him, it was no big deal, just a small loan. But for the man, it had been an issue that had kept him awake at night, worrying about how to approach it, how to preserve the friendship while still getting his dollar back. The whole situation seemed absurd to the man now. The dollar, which had seemed so important just moments before, was now trivial in his mind. It wasn't the money that mattered. It was the anxiety he had allowed himself to feel all over something so small. With the debt now settled, the man couldn't help but laugh at himself. He had built up this huge mental drama over a single dollar, when in reality, his friend hadn't even realized the debt existed. The whole thing had been an unnecessary complication in a perfectly simple friendship. And so, the dollar was returned, but the lesson remained: sometimes, we let small things, trivial things, become much bigger than they really are. And often, the things we worry about the most are the ones that, in the end, don't matter at all. Conclusion. The story reveals how small, insignificant matters, like a dollar, can become exaggerated in our minds. In the end, the dollar is returned, but the real lesson is about not letting trivial issues cause unnecessary stress in relationships. Themes in the story. 1. Money and relationships. The story shows how something as small as a dollar can cause awkwardness and tension between friends, highlighting how money can complicate relationships. 2. Human nature. It explores how people often overthink situations and avoid addressing uncomfortable issues, like the narrator's hesitation to ask for his dollar back. 3. Irony. The humor comes from the fact that the dollar, while important to the narrator, is not even noticed by the friend, demonstrating how trivial concerns can seem large in one's mind. Short answer questions. 1. Why does the speaker take his dollar, borrowed by his friend Todd, to be lost? Answer. The speaker believes his dollar is lost because Todd has not returned it for a long time, and the speaker is unsure if Todd even remembers borrowing it. His obsession with the debt makes him think it's lost, even though Todd may have forgotten about it entirely. 2. Is Todd forgetful or unreliable? Answer. Todd appears to be forgetful rather than unreliable. He simply forgets to repay the dollar and doesn't realize that the narrator still expects it to be returned. This suggests that Todd does not place much importance on the debt. 3. Is it possible for the narrator to forget the borrowed dollar? Why not? Answer. No, it is not possible for the narrator to forget the borrowed dollar. The small debt occupies his mind because of his obsession with it, symbolizing how some people place undue importance on minor financial matters, especially when it involves trust. 4. If any man borrows a dollar from him, the narrator feels he will carry the debt of it to the grave. Answer. This reflects the narrator's excessive attachment to the idea of repayment. He feels that if someone borrows money from him, he will always carry the burden of that loan, no matter how small the amount is. This demonstrates the narrator's tendency to overanalyze and internalize minor financial matters. 5. The narrator asked Todd what his trip cost him, and then Todd said that he kept no answer, records. 6. How would you describe the story in 2 words? Answer. Humorous irony. The story uses humor and irony to highlight the triviality of the situation, where the narrator makes a big deal out of a small financial matter. Answer each of the following questions in about 1 page. 1. Why does the speaker author suggest a taxi ride when he meets Todd at the train? Why does the speaker relate the circumstances of the borrowing with such accuracy? Answer. The speaker suggests the taxi ride as a way to create a casual and friendly setting to meet Todd. However, it also highlights his discomfort and the unspoken tension about the borrowed dollar. The speaker relates the circumstances of the borrowing with great accuracy because it is something that has been weighing on his mind for a long time. He has been unable to forget the incident, even though it seems trivial to others. The precision in his recollection shows how much he values the debt and the act of lending, and how deeply it has affected him. 2. Give reasons for the speaker's desire to initiate a back to honesty movement. Answer. The speaker's desire to initiate a back to honesty movement stems from his personal experiences with lending money and dealing with unpaid debts. He feels that the world would be better if people were more honest about their financial dealings, and perhaps the situation with Todd could be a model for others. The idea is that, by returning borrowed money, one could foster a more honest and transparent society. His own obsession with the borrowed dollar reflects his belief in the importance of honesty and responsibility in financial matters. 3. What does Todd write about in his letter from Bermuda? Answer. In his letter from Bermuda, Todd writes about his vacation, sharing details of his trip in a carefree manner. Todd's letter is filled with casual observations and lacks any mention of repaying the borrowed dollar, further highlighting his indifference to the debt. He is wrapped up in the enjoyment of his holiday, without any concern for the minor debt he owes the narrator. 4. What contradiction does one find in Todd's attitude and behavior? Answer. The contradiction in Todd's behavior lies in his treatment of debts. Why he has forgotten about the dollar he owes to the narrator, he is quick to criticize another person, Poland, for not paying back a debt. Todd's willingness to lecture others on financial responsibility, while neglecting his own small debt, shows a lack of self-awareness and inconsistency in his behavior. 5. Can Todd be accused of double standards since he takes Poland to task for not paying her debt while he has quietly forgotten to pay back the borrowed dollar? Answer. Yes, Todd can be accused of double standards. He criticizes Poland for not repaying her debt but fails to recognize his own failure to repay the borrowed dollar. His hypocrisy is evident, as he is quick to judge others but does not hold himself to the same standards of accountability. This contradiction exposes Todd's lack of personal responsibility and his disregard for minor debts that don't seem important to him. Answer each of the following questions in about 2 pages. 1. The story is titled, My Lost Dollar. Why is this APT as opposed to The Borrowed Dollar? Answer. The title, My Lost Dollar, is more APT than The Borrowed Dollar because it reflects the narrator's personal feelings towards the situation. The dollar is not just borrowed. In the narrator's mind, it is lost. Although Todd only borrowed the dollar to pay for a taxi, he never returned it. Over time, the narrator begins to think of the dollar as something he will never get back. The word lost shows the emotional weight the narrator places on such a small amount. It also symbolizes how the narrator feels. He has lost not only the money but also a small piece of trust or expectation in his friendship with Todd. If the story were called The Borrowed Dollar, it would focus more on Todd's action. Instead, My Lost Dollar puts the focus on the narrator's feelings, his obsession, disappointment, and exaggerated reaction to a minor event. Thus, the title captures the narrator's personal sense of loss and his inability to move past a very trivial matter, which is the central theme and humor of the story. 2. Bring out the elements of humor in My Lost Dollar. Answer. My Lost Dollar is filled with humor, mainly through exaggeration, irony, and the narrator's overthinking. Here are some of the key elements. Exaggeration. The narrator treats the loss of a single dollar as a major life event. His extreme seriousness about such a tiny debt is very funny. He even thinks about starting a back to honesty movement just because of one forgotten dollar. Irony. It's ironic that the narrator can't forget the dollar, but Todd is completely unaware. Even funnier, Todd criticized another person, Poland, for not repaying a debt while forgetting about the dollar he owes himself. This shows the double standards people have without even realizing it. The narrator's obsession. The way the narrator describes keeping the memory of the dollar alive for a whole year adds to the humor. He even calculates how many days have passed since Todd borrowed it, and every time he sees Todd, he hopes for repayment without saying anything. Understatement. When Todd writes casually from Bermuda without mentioning the dollar, the narrator's quiet frustration is funny. The narrator never confronts Todd but builds up a huge story in his head instead. Sarcasm and satire. The story also gently mocks human nature, especially how we can make mountains out of molehills and hold silent grudges over silly things. Overall, the humor comes from the mismatch between the trivial event and the narrator's serious emotional response. 3. How important do you think honesty and keeping promises, even for small amounts of money, is in maintaining friendships? Answer. Honesty and keeping promises, even for small amounts like $1, are very important in maintaining friendships. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and money, no matter how little, can test that trust. In My Lost Dollar, the narrator feels uncomfortable not because he is financially hurt by the missing dollar, but because Todd's failure to return it shows a lack of attention or respect. It leaves a small crack in their friendship. Even though Todd probably forgot unintentionally, the narrator sees it as a broken promise. When friends repay even small debts or keep their promises, it shows that they value the relationship and the other person's feelings. Small actions show big character. Neglecting small things like a borrowed dollar can make friends feel unimportant or taken for granted. Moreover, failing to repay small loans or fulfill small promises can build up resentment over time, just like in the story where the narrator's frustration grows silently. Good friendships survive on clear communication and mutual respect. Honesty, even in little matters, prevents misunderstandings and helps maintain strong, healthy bonds. Thus, honesty and keeping promises, even for small things, are essential to maintaining the trust and respect that true friendship needs. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Webseek Academy for more English lessons and notes. See you in the next video. Until then, keep knowing and keep growing.